Hello, everybody. You're joining us. Sorry for the delay. We had some technical difficulties, but we're live. So let's give a few minutes for all of our people to join. Okay. We'll start. Welcome to this first webinar of Startup Chile's Big 12 application process. This is for foreign entrepreneurs, so I'm sure you're all listening to us someplace around the world. If you want, you can share in the chat where you're here. You can't hear me? Oh, okay. People can hear me. Okay. So, welcome. We're so excited for you to join us, to be interested in our programs. In this webinar, we'll be sharing all about Startup Chile, our program, the different kinds of financing and activities that we'll have, and also answer all of your questions. So if you want, you can start sharing your questions in the chat, and then after the presentation, we'll be answering them, all right? But also make sure you pay attention to the presentation because we usually answer all your questions in that. So with me, we have two representatives of the SAP staff. We have Valentina Gomez, she's financial executive. And we have Juan Ignacio Levlevisi, he's business unit coordinator. How are you guys?
Very good, Cami. Thank you.
Yeah, we're really happy to be with you, and we're really happy to explain you a little bit more about the program.
Yes, amazing. We already have questions, so remember to pay attention to the presentation that will begin right now, and then afterwards we will be answering them. All right. So Nacho, Vale, whoever wants to share the screen, and the floor is yours.
Nacho, can you present the PPT,
Yep.
please? Thank you.
Yes, we're seeing it. Thank you.
You're seeing it? Perfect. Come on, Vale.
Nice. So, welcome everyone. Like Camila said, I'm Valentina Gomez. I'm financial executive here at Startup Chile. So, yeah, let's begin. Let's begin. Give me a second. I have technical problems. Okay. So, we are really proud to say that we are the first public accelerator in the world, and many prestigious institutions have studied and showcased this public policy, and many countries have been inspired by us to create their own public accelerator. The next one, please, Nacho. Thank you. What do we look for in the startup that we accelerate? First of all, it needs to be tech-based, and this means that the technology is the core of the solution, allowing the startup to grow and scale effectively. It needs to be innovative, and this means a much more efficient and cost-effective way to solve the problem that you're addressing. Third, it needs to be scalable, and this is the ability of a business to scale its revenue without raising its cost. The startup must grow being cost efficient. And last but not least, we're looking for startups that can create impact both in Chile and globally. The next one, thank you. Important aspect of our program is that we are industry agnostic. What it means that we don't limit ourselves to working with a startup from just one sector. We support companies from a wide range of industry, such as fintech, health tech, climate tech, biotech, and many more. And for us, the key factor is not the industry itself, but the strength of the team, the problem that you are solving, their potential to scale and generate impact, among others. We're also agnostic to nationalities. We welcome founders from all around the world. And for us, it's not really about where you come from, it's about where you want to go. And the fact that we're agnostic to both industry and nationalities is actually one of the greatest strengths of our ecosystem, because it creates a community where founders are constantly exposed to different perspectives, experience, markets, and ideas. We got more than 3,000 of startups in our portfolio from all around the world, and more than 6,000 entrepreneurs have been supported through our 16 years and now, I think.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I'm going to present to you our programs. As you can see, next slide, please. We have 3 programs. We have Build, Ignite, and Growth. There are 4 different stages of the startups, and I'm going to explain to you this. Nacho, can you show the next one? Thank you. For Build, the grant is around 16K of USD. For Ignite, it's around 33K, and for Grow, it's around 83K. The next one. We were co-founding Logic. This means that Corfo gives a percent of the total project amount, and you as beneficiary have to put the other amount. For example, for Build program, the grant, like I said, is 18K, and you as beneficiary have to invest 2K of USD in the project. For Ignite, is 30K financed by Corfo, and 8K of your invest. And for Growth is 83K of grant and 83K of co-founding from you. The next one, thank you. Build program is designed for very early stage startups, basically for teams that are going from an idea to an early stage prototype. And it's a 4-month program where founders focus on validating and building their solution while executing the subsidy. And the program provides equity-free funding of 15 millones de pesos chilenos, that means around 18K of USD. And for a startup that show a strong progress during the program, there is a possibility of continuing directly into Ignite program. Now, Ignite. Well, Ignite is designed for startups that already have a functional product and now are focused on reaching a product market fit. It's a 4-month program, same as Build, with a 6-month subsidy execution period, giving founders additional time to properly implement and scale their roadmap. And startups receive equity-free funding of 30 millones de pesos chilenos, that it's around 33,000 of USD. In some cases, there is also the possibility of accessing an extension with an additional 20 million pesos in funding, that it's around 22K. So overall, the goal of Ignite is to help startups moving from having a working solution to achieving real market validation and traction. Now, Growth. Growth is designed for startups that are already in an expansion stage and are looking to accelerate their growth and scale internationally. It's an 6-month program with 8-month subsidy execution period, allowing founders more flexibility to execute larger scale growth strategies. And startups receive equity-free funding from around 23,000 of US dollars. And at this stage, the focus is really on helping companies strengthen their traction, expand their market presence, and prepare for larger scale growth opportunities. So now about the key requirements per program. For Bill, the antiquity requirement for natural person that as you are foreign entrepreneur probably are going to apply as natural person. So the antiquity requirement is less than 1 year of commercial development. And the minimum validation requirement is validate idea. The mandatory period in Chile for the team leader is 4 months. And for Ignite, the antiquity requirements is less than 3 years of commercial development. You have to have at least a product or functional service. And for the team leader, it's mandatory to be 6 months here in the country. For growth program, must be at least 24 months all startups and have an accumulated sales worth between around 100K and 1 million of USD. And the mandatory period in Chile is 8 months. And this is for all programs that for sure you have to be 18 years of age, older, hold at least 20% of equity of the company. Non-Chilean entrepreneur must apply as natural person, like I just said, and be exclusive dedicated to the startup as a full-time job from the beginning of the acceleration program. Now let's talk about one of our initiatives, that is the female founder factor. This initiative responds to a reality that we still see in the ecosystem. In 2024, nearly the 80% of students that were enrolling in STEM degrees were men, while only around 20% were women. And according to many studies, startups founded by women tend to perform better in terms of revenue generation. So, the next one, thank you. We think that women are a key factor in business, and that's why we promote female entrepreneurship transversally across all of our programs. Well, here the same, the founding, it's the same for Build, Ignite, and Growth, but the co-founding percent is a little bit less. Can you? Thank you. Well, for Build, it's the same. For Ignite, it's a 33 K investment from Corfo, and the female team leader must invest 3Ks. In Ignite, for a male team leader is around 8K, so it's a difference, an important difference. And for growth program, the same, the equity is the same, that is 83K, and the investment of the female team leader is around 53K. Another thing that it's really important for us is that at least the 50% of the select startups will be led by female founders, entrepreneurs in our Build program, that is our early stage program. And well, we're committed to reducing the historical gender gap in the ecosystem through our community, promoting talent through our ecosystem, and through media too. In community, we provide opportunities for our female founders to network and build relationships through special events where they can share experiences and collaborate. And in talent, we believe in the importance of role models. Through our Gender Balance Academy, we can pass on knowledge and experience from diverse female representatives. And in the ecosystem, once a year, we hold an event called Female Circle, where team leaders and female representatives meet to talk about innovation and ecosystem. And in media, representation matters, and that's why we use our media channels to give visualization to our female entrepreneur who can inspire future generations.
Okay,
So thanks, Valentina, for the overview of the program and how they are structured. So what do we do in the acceleration program? So we have five points of support designed to help you to move forward. So first, the resource. Among these, we obviously have the non-equity funding, like equity-free funding. In addition, we also provide facilities that allows you to work on your project every day. We have a co-working space in downtown, in Santiago's downtown, where you can go with your teams. And in addition, we also have exclusive perks and benefits to those selected, including platform credit from third party for operational direction. We have business management and legal support, among other kind of supports. The second point is the acceleration program, which will include mentoring sessions and opportunities to network with your peers, because we think that the knowledge that you already have is really important. So we gave you those kind of spaces. We also have the academies and workshops on topics that are key for you as founders. So it's really important for us to give you some sessions that can help you to reach those kind of skills. And and actually, to finish, we have the pitch training. Pitch training is a tool that we use constantly to communicate our value proposition clearly. And during the whole program, we have a lot of activities that need this kind of communication, this tool. So we help you to create and become better in this kind of communications. Um, the third point is the connections. In the connections, we have a lot of networks that allows us to engage with the market and with other stakeholders. So this includes the corporate networks. There are a lot of corporates that are connecting with us, that gives part of their time to meet with you and have some feedback from them. And we also have the network investors, where you have CVCs, angel investors, and other kind of persons that are involved in investments. And we also have the local networks, such government agencies and also institutions and universities that will help us to be involved in the local market. These are some of the numbers regarding the networks that we have. We have more than 500 voluntary mentors that are available for you, so you can talk with them about some topics and challenges that you have in your startup. We also have more than 110 corporate and government partners. We have more than 100 worldwide partners. This considers other kind of uh, acceleration programs and other kind of institutions that helps us universities, for example. And we have the entrepreneurs from all over the world. We have more than 6,000, and we will talk about that later. And in net investor networks, we have more than 150 investors and VC networks that includes two angel investors. Also, the soft landing in Chile is really important for us because the program takes place in Chile, and for you specifically, for foreign entrepreneurs, it's very important that you have the help to enter this market. So we assist you with a 2-year work visa, and we also have we provide support through all the process, from the entire process. We offer the opportunity to open a bank account in Chile, so you can manage the money during the program here. and through our community, we also connect you with some alumni that can help you to settle into life in Chile. So talking about the community, the last point is the community. We have more than 6,000 entrepreneurs. The Startup Chile has been supporting entrepreneurs for over 15 years, which has allowed us to build a large network. And with these 6,000 entrepreneurs, we also have connections with more than 3,000 startups that has passed through the program. So we also understand that that is important for us to have these connections so we can connect you with those startups. Um, we regularly share opportunities with our networks of the ecosystem, the entrepreneurship ecosystem here in Chile. And we offer invitations to events and networking opportunities regularly so you can bond with the rest of the community of Startup Chile. And but why Chile? So Chile is one of the best countries in the region for doing business, according to a 2025 study, in which we ranked as the third most competitive country in the Americas in terms of business competitiveness. So we will see 5 reasons why Chile is a great place to launch your startup, and we will take a closer look at them. So first, Chile is an excellent lab. Second, we are the leader in Latin America in digital connectivity. Our public policies strongly support entrepreneurship. The fourth point is that we have multiple global commercial agreements. And five, is a good soft landing in Latin America market. So first, Chile is an excellent lab. According to a study by the Global Innovation Index, Chile has the most innovative economy in the region. We ranked first at Latin America and 51 over the world. So it's a really important rank that help us to connect with the innovative economy. So let's take a closer look to the second point. We're leader on digital connectivity. We're leaders in Latin America and around the world in digital connectivity because Chile's internet is among one of the best of the world, ranking second worldwide in fixed broadband speed in 2005. And sorry, we also have one our public policies and ecosystem strongly support the entrepreneurship. Chile strongly support through the startup ecosystem. Chile has entered the top 40 entrepreneurial ecosystem, led by Santiago de Chile, the capital, but with other important hubs and cities and regions across the country, such as Valparaiso and Concepcion, that has a lot of institutions, activities, and events that can help you to reach opportunities. Chile has a multiple global commercial agree. We have one of the most extensive networks on trade agreements with other countries, more than any other countries in America. We have trade agreement with 65 markets. We have a special trade tariffs with 80% of the world's GDP. We have the double taxation agreement with over 30 economies and access to 5 billion customers. And last but not least, soft landing in Latin America. Chile offers an ideal gateway to Latin America. Chile stood as one of the best countries to invest, one of the most attractive countries in Latin America for foreign investments. That is really huge. So we are having a lot of people seeing this market, so it's important that you can take care and take advantage of this specific point. Okay, so we talk about the whole program, but we also want you to have the best application that you have. So please take this warning to avoid any problem before starting the Startup Chile experience. So, for foreign startups, it's really important that you consider what Valentina said. Remember that if you are a founder from a foreign startup, you must apply as a natural person. Um, we recommend you to follow the next points. First of all, the country of permanent residency. We will ask for a lot of documents from you, and it's important that every single document that we ask for um, is and is requesting must come from this permanent residency. So not from a temporary or other kind of country that you are in, but with the permanent residency. Um, Update your international passport. If you don't have your passport updated, we highly recommend you to request it with an extension of at least 19 months from September 2026. This is fundamental for you to be in the formalization. So please start with this kind of process from now. The police record certificate before coming to Chile and to apply for your work visa in Chile, we must request a police record certificate and get it apostilled. And this process takes a lot of time, so please try to reach it soon if you are uh, if you want to apply to Startup Chile, of course. So why this kind of consideration? Take care of this situation will help you to avoid some problems, issues, and to have a slower process. So having this can be represented as having delays in receiving your 2 years work visa. You can have delays in receiving the fund provided by Startup Chile. And third, increase the probability of not being part of Startup Chile in the future. So take care of those points. I'm going to show you again because are really important to formalize your contract with Corfo and help you to reach the market. So some reminders that are really important for us. Read the terms and conditions. If you get selected to the program, you will have to you must sign the contract with Corfo, and all the terms that you have in the terms and conditions are inside this contract. So please read it carefully. Um, Second, choose your team leader wisely. We are not able to change it later, so once you send your application form, it is stay in that form. So we can't make any change once these people, these team leaders sign the contract. There's nothing else to do. So please choose wisely who is going to participate during the program. And the project must be executed in Chile. That's why we are trying to get we're helping you to reach this 2 years work visa. Or only the team leader can execute the program. You will have a lot of activities, mandatory activities during the program. So it's really important that the people, the person that is selected as a team leader is going to be in those activities in mandatory way. So please don't try to change it. Don't try to support in other ways with other persons. So choose wisely. The team leader must have one must be dedicated 100% to the program, and the last recommendation is to read the application form carefully and answer what they're asking you. Okay, so now that we already finished with those reminders, we will share you some success stories. There are a lot of people that came as you from other countries that had success during the questions during the program. So we want to share that. For example, Anastasia Guktevich, she came from Russia. He has Bifidice, a biotechnology startup that achieved the introduction of anaerobic probiotic bacteria into food products, which then establish themselves in the goods and can reduce allergies and chronic disease by 75%. We also have Boog. He is from Chile, no, not entrepreneur, but not foreign, but is one of our entrepreneurs. It's a comprehensive cloud-based people management platform designed to automate and centralize human resources process on a single platform. We also have Lab for You. Komal Dadlani have been part of the program in different generations. Lab for You is a NetTech startup that democratizes scientific education by giving every student access to a pocket laboratory. Its technology based on computer vision use the pre-incorporated sensor of a smartphone to carry out scientific measurement in real time. Another of our sub rockstars is Notco, led by Matthias Muchnik. It's a food tech that, through its artificial intelligence algorithm, creates sustainable and accessible plant-based food. We also have Toku, Francisca Noguera. Is a Chilean company, a Chilean fintech that is specialized in recurring payment automation for business, founded to eliminate the chaos of monthly payments through payment relationship manager. And finally, we have Bambi. It's an AI ecosystem that enables scaling sales and customer service across digital channels using no-code conversational agents. This led by Nicolas Cami. So now that we are already see some, we already saw some of the sub rockstar that we have. Let's see what's coming for you. So now we are with the application open from May 4 to May 25. So you still in time to to apply. At middle of July, we hope to have your results. And this, to be confirmed, we start the program during September. So please stay tuned and try to be connected with Startup Chile to chase those dates. So write the startup wave.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Nato, Vale, for that presentation. It was very complete with all the information that these entrepreneurs need to know before they apply to Startup Chile. We have a lot of questions. We have 40 people here, so let's answer some of them. Starting by, we just saw the dates, but people are asking, when does the team leader have to be in Chile? What's, that key date where they must be? Vale, I don't know if you can help us.
Yeah, sure. Well, it depends because like Nacho showed, the program it's going to start on September. So in September, you must be here in Chile. Then we have a little gap between the start of the acceleration program and the moment that you sign the contract with Corfo. When you sign the contract with Corfo, since that moment for Bill, it's 4 months, for Ignite 6 months, and for growth, it's 8 months. For example, the program started in September, you sign the contract with Corfo in October or November. I'm just saying it could be less or it could be more. It depends on a lot of things. But yeah, for example, for a Bill team leader, if he or she signed the contract in October, she or he must be till, well, September, October, November, December, January, and February, until February, So it depends. But for Bill, like I said, 4 months, for Ignite 6 months, and for growth 8 months since the moment that you sign the contract with Corfo.
Yes. Okay. And also, just thinking of the acceleration program, you must be here by the beginning orientation week, which is a date that we can confirm you right now, but you will of course be told that date in the time that we need to get you here. Okay. So there's a lot of questions also about if I should choose which program to apply to based on the current stage of my project or based on the possible stage by the start of a program. Someone was asking, like, I don't have yet my MVP, my prototype, but I will have it by September. How do I know where to apply, Natso?
Okay, so I will recommend you to apply in your current state because it's the most real information that you will have. So we will ask during the application to not certificate, but you will have other instance that you can be asked to share what you have, and if you don't have what you promise, for us is a red flag. So try to apply with what you have right now, and try maybe try to share what you expect to do, but it's important to share what you already have. That's the key, I think.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. Now, Vale, some questions of logistics and operation side. Can I apply as one person, then hire someone in Chile? I do not have a team and want to apply to build.
Sure, for sure. You can apply as a solo team that it's just team leader, and then you can build your team here in Chile with people that you hire as a 100%, sorry. You can apply as a solo team leader.
Awesome. And they also ask if does a company need to create an entity to apply to the program, or can I create the legal entity after selection or after the program starts?
Well, as a foreign team leader, foreign project, you must apply as natural person. So you you don't have to create a company here in Chile. After, once if you get selected and you come to Chile, you can open your company here in Chile, but it's no requirement to create the company for applying.
Awesome. Thank you. Nato, someone is asking if can you apply for more than one application, such as different conceptual businesses? Can I apply to two different things?
To two different things.
Like if I want to apply to projects.
I mean, every application is independent, so you can, but it, if we analyze that, we ask you to have a 100% of dedication to your startup. So if we understand that you are in two projects, it's difficult to certificate that you are working 100% in one of those. So the like if you have one
Yes.
project, it's that project that you are putting your 100% time. So
Yes. So you should only apply one project and see how that works out. Choose one. Vale, can I apply as a natural person foreigner if I have a registered company in my country not related to this startup? So, okay.
Yeah, I think understood. But yeah, you can. If you have a business, even if it is a business with, I mean, if it is the same idea, the same business idea, and you have this company in your country, it doesn't matter to us. Like in the eyes of Corfo, the foreign companies like are not how do you say? I forgot how to say it. Are not valid. Sorry, are not valid for us. Just Chilean companies are valid for us. And yeah, like I said, since you are a foreign entrepreneur, you must apply as natural person, no matter if you have your company open in your country of residence.
Okay, perfect. Nato, are there any mentoring activities in build stage? Maybe we can talk about what the program looks for build.
Yes, every program has their own mentoring sessions. In this case, we have a couple of activities with alumni mentoring, so people that pass through the program that help you. But also you have the we talk about the connections that we have, and you always have the opportunity to connect with mentors. So yes, you are able to have mentoring. You will have the alumni mentoring that are mentors that already passed through the program to help you to understand the logic of how to use Startup Chile, and also to give you their experience. But also you have the on-demand mentoring. So yes.
Awesome. Yes. Vale, can you explain the fund releasing stages for Ignite and Build? You already mentioned a little bit, but maybe specific in fund releasing stages. How long does it take?
Mm-hmm.
Ballpark.
I cannot give you like an exact time of exact amount of time because it depends. But since the beginning of the program, I would say 3 months, around 3 months. For example, if the program begins in September, you are going to receive the funds in December. This is just an example. This is like an average time, but it depends of a lot of factors. So yeah, but
Yes.
around 3 months.
Yeah, you can take this like as a reference, but nothing is like set in stone that you will get it in on that date.
Yeah, it could
Um,
be sooner or later than that. Who knows? But yeah.
yeah. Are there multiple ways to submit your application? He asks, such as mail or fax. But no, we only have one place where you can submit your application, and it's the application form in Charlie. Um, yeah, and you have this period of time. You have until May 25th at 1 p.m. Chile time to do it, to save, and to send your application. That's the only way that you can that we can see your application. Here's another question. If startup if the startup proves to be unsuccessful after 4 months, are there any penalties or fees? Go ahead.
Okay. No, you must see this. If you get selected, you must see this as an investment from the Chilean government. So we know that you are in a specific state. We are trying to help you to reach another stage and bring some stages. So the idea is that if you don't reach the success that you aim to achieve, that's okay. But we are gonna try to help you to reach that, and always trying. That's the important thing. We want to help you try this market. And more is even more with foreign entrepreneurs who understand that it's not easy to get to came in another market, so we try to help you. There's no penalties, but we are trying to push you as further as we can.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, someone is asking if we can explain the program's start to finish, like what like concrete things that they will be a part of. We've already talked about it during the presentation, but what are maybe the stages of the acceleration program as such, like from orientation day to pitch day, I would imagine. I don't know if Natsa, you can guide us in that.
Yeah, of course, Vale can. help me if I need. So, yeah, you start the program on orientation week. This is considering that you already came to Chile, you already have the soft landing, so you came to orientation week. We explain you about the program. Then you have the initial meeting where we try to understand more about your project and what are the challenges that you have, because it's an update from the application form that, because you passed a lot of things during those months between the application until the beginning of the program. So we have this update, and then we have a couple of activities, like two or three per month, with with your business, that is the technical support that you have, and also with the financial team helping you to present the grant, and you have mentoring, like four or three activities of mentoring, also three or four activities from the acceleration program. Some of them are with just with your tracking executive, or can be with some peers. So we give you those spaces. We are tracking every month and every single activity, so we can understand in which stage are you finishing your program. And you also have the pitch day, where you present your advances. We use the pitch that we talk about in the pitch training, so you present in 3 minutes those advances. So then we have an evaluation, and you finish the program.
Awesome. Yes, there are 4 intense months, but there's a lot of activities, but it's also very, very interesting, and a very updating and I don't know, like intense moment for your startup, when you can grow and find new ideas and change and stuff. Now, someone is asking if filling out the application in Spanish has the same like value that in English. And yes, that is absolutely allowed. You can complete it in English, or you complete it in Spanish. The important thing is that you must complete it in just one language. Don't answer some questions in Spanish and some questions in English. Do it the whole thing on the same language that you prefer. And also the questions in on the website will be in English, but you can answer them in Spanish. So don't worry about that. There's some, okay, here, okay. Carlos is asking if I need 2 people to be in Chile to execute the project. Do we help the 2 members of the team with the visa? Vale?
Yes, sure. Just make sure that we have 2 figures. We have the team leader and we have the team members. The team leader is the leader of the project, and team members are part of the project too. So we have a limit of team members that you can like present in the application form, but we are going to give full support through the process visa to the team leaders and all the team members.
Awesome. Thank you. And there's also some questions about the female founder factor. So maybe we can double click on that. Someone's asking, what are the requirements for a startup to be considered as led by a woman? Does she need to be the team leader? And yes, there's someone asking, I'm a female founder, but I'm not the team leader. Does it apply to me?
Yeah, the team leader must be the woman for being considered as a female founder factor. It must be the team leader, a woman.
Okay, yes, thank you. We are applying this. This is kind of related to another question that you already answered, but we're applying for Build and we just started this month. Our plan is to reach MVP in 6 months. So that will be, does that mean we should write what we will reach MVP in those 4 months? It's the same question that was before. It's like, do I focus like on my current stage or thinking of those that time in the program? So I don't know, Nacho, if you want to say something more.
Yeah. So yeah, some of the question of the application form ask about what like uh, how do you take to reach the MVP, and you can answer this, but regarding the traction and other kind of validations activity, talk about what you have right now. For example, Bill talks about the from concept to an MVP, but to have a concept, you also have a traction. If you already have, I don't know, landing page, some numbers that help you to understand that the solution is in the right way. So those kind of things are the things that you already have that you should share with us, and the MVP question will have their own question to answer that. So that's why I recommend.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And just to add that the fulfill the application form is one of the stage of the application process. Then we have an interview process. So if you get to the interview and you apply to Ignite because you say that you have the MVP, and we say in the interview, okay, so can you show us your MVP, and you don't have it yet, and you said, no, I will have it in 1 or 3 months, like it doesn't work for us.
Yeah, that's great. Now, Vale, I have some questions regarding landing process. Someone from Argentina is asking if we need to have the police record certificate apostillated. How do you say that in English? I don't know. Before the application, right? Because I don't know. I think I am assume it takes a few days, weeks.
Yeah, no, you don't need to have the application, the document. I don't know how to say this. Got me
But
too.
we know what we're talking
After all
about,
this year,
okay?
I don't know, but let's say appreciated. Okay. No, you don't need it. You will need it if you get select. We are going to start the process of getting the visa, and at that moment we are going to need this certificate. But before that, in all the application process, you don't need it.
Awesome. And in relation to that question, someone's asking, once the results come out, when does the visa process begin? And how long does it take?
Okay, it begins like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks after. It depends, but yeah, when we communicate to you that you are select, we already start with the all the processes that you need to in order to came to Chile and to be able to be here in the orientation week. But yeah, we start working like in the moment.
Awesome. Yes. Now, Nacho, someone's asking if I can apply to Startup Chile for an with an international B2B project as well.
Yeah,
Can
of
my
course.
project be B2B? Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, again. Come.
Can my project be B2B, have that focus, and I will have to be working with organizations
Perfect.
worldwide?
Yeah, totally. As Valentina says during the presentation, that we work with a lot of industries, a lot of countries, and a lot of business like revenue models and business models. So that is not a limitation. We try to help you in any of those kind of projects. And that's why we have, for example, the corporate network to try to set some feedback with them. So, yeah, of course, you can apply with a B2B solution. The only thing is that what Valentina said, if you already have your company in your country, uh, you must apply as a natural person, and then you can start the process with Startup Chile and see if you want to register a company here. But yes, of course, you can.
Awesome. And that person is also asking if I have maybe to travel for work. How do we do it? Of course, you've already said that the team leader must be here at all times, but um, how do we do it if we have some work situation that I have to travel for a few days? Is that allowed? Is it maybe not, what we um
Okay,
love to
so
have? I don't know.
the in it's not the base. We don't actually like we don't usually accept those kind of things, but it's important that you be here working in Chile, like the whole program. We understand if you have, I don't know, your company in another country, and you need to be there for a specific situation, that could be evaluated by your BizDev. That is the person that is technically tracking your startup, and that person is the one that will evaluate if you can go or not. It's not it, I mean, it's not the whole program, like going and coming back,
Mhm.
but yes, you have the possibility, but if you have a good explanation. So
Yes, amazing. Um, Vale, someone is asking, or not, to whoever wants to answer. From which exact point does the commercial development period start counting for the under 12-month requirement in build?
Okay, or guardian angel, send this
Yes.
answer. So we have this. I'm going to read it. Okay.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Commercial development is understood as the moment when the product is made. Oh, I forgot how to pronounce this word.
Which one?
Sorry. Uh, it's made. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Where are you?
Can you check? I'm so sorry.
I don't
Commercial
know what you want
development
to
is
say.
understood as the moment when the product is made available to a user with the aim of making a sale.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So this includes pilot programs, free samples with an expiration date focused on sales, concessionary products, free subscriptions or freemium models, letters of intents, of memoranda of understanding, purchase orders, and or application downloads. Hope it's
Awesome.
clear right now.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Um, Natsu, can we talk maybe a little bit more about the video for the application? Um, do I need to include a demo of the MVP? How do I make the best of use of my video time?
Yeah, so the video should help you to explain in the best way possible what you're doing. First of all, the structure of the video. If you have a time defined. If you pass the time, we're not going to see the rest of the video. If you have 1 minute, we will see until the 1 minute, and then the rest of the video is not is nothing for us. Okay, so um, try to explain the best you can the problem that you're solving. If you can, if you have a product that you can share during that video, uh, like share, put it in the video so we can understand that what you explain in the form has a form in the real life. So that's important for us. So try to explain those things that you think that are um, difficult to explain in like typing in your application form, and trying to explain it easier and better with you. I mean, you can be at the video, you can be there explaining, you can share part of the team during the activity, but try to focus on understand, and depending on the program, of course, if we are talking about build, try to focus on understand the problem that you're solving, and in which stage are you, in which developing stage are you. If you are in Ignite, if you have some sales, if you already have a good product and that you can share, try to share some of the function that you already have. So I don't know, it's a compliment. If you don't want to, if you think like maybe in the application I can't explain it in the same way, in the best way, try to put it in the video to so we can look what you are talking about. So it's a compliment.
Awesome. Thank you. Um, I'm reading some of the other questions. A lot of them we've already answered. Remember that we have the terms and conditions where you can find the answer to all your prayers, no, but the answers to all your questions on what we evaluate and stuff. And we also have the email hello@startupchile.org. I will write it on the chat where you can ask your questions that are more specific to your case in particular. That being said, someone was asking, what do we mean by saying the team leader must be here 100% of the time, like the exclusive um, what? Okay. I'm sorry. The time that I have to be focused 100% on the program. Let's talk. But yes, this person is saying I'm working on another things. Like, how do we do it?
Okay, so you have a contract with Corfo, so that's the first thing. So for us, it's really important that when you declare that that you have 100% in your startup, that's your son, your son word. So for us, it's important to understand that you are fully focused on your startup. So that's the main thing. And about the program in Chile, the, the Chilean government is investing in you and helping you to come to Chile and try our ecosystem. So for us, it's really important to be sure that you are trying that. So that's why it's the 100% dedication is important, and that's why we are always tracking that you are here in Chile at least during the program and during the contract. So for us is really important, and it's necessary to be sure that you are I don't know, like responding to the contract that you signed with Corfu.
Yes. Here's another question, and maybe we can go back to the requirements for each program because someone's asking for Ignite. If the project is older than 3 years, then is it allowed to apply? And for growth, if it's earning less than 100K in a year, then is it allowed to apply? So let's revisit that so we can be clear. That slide, I don't know if you have it.
Sorry again, I'm a little lost.
The slide with all the information of the requirements for each
Oh, the requirement.
program. Yes.
Perfect. Give me a second.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Maybe we can say it again. But like the basics that we need.
Okay, so in which point? Antiquity, minimum, or everyone?
Let's
Everyone?
talk antiquity and yeah, and
So
And
so
secret is fine.
it's okay. So for build, if you are a natural person, you will have an antiquity of less than 1 year of commercial development. The commercial development is the moment that you say that this is a business. So that's the important date. Um, you the minimum validation requirement is a validate idea. So that's the difference between concept and validation, that you already have some information that can help us to understand that you have something bigger than just a concept, or at least you try to identify what's happening in that problem. The mandatory period in Chile is 4 months. This is the 4 months since you signed the contract, but you actually have to be here like 1 month before, when we start with the orientation week. And for Ignite, you will have, as natural person, less than 3 years of commercial development, exactly the same definition that I said before. And you must have at least an MVP, so something that can show that you are having a functionality that can add value to some clients. Um, in the mandatory period is 6 months. The program activities, the acceleration program is for 4 months, as Valentina said, but the period of time that you can actually use the funds is 6 months, and that's the contract that you are signing with Corfo. And in growth, you must be at least a 24-month-old startup, so 2 years, and have this amount of sales. They must be between those numbers, like 100K and 1 million K. And the mandatory period is 8 months. You will have 6 months of acceleration program, but you have a contract for 8 months and the previous landing process.
Awesome. Thank you, Nacho. Vale, someone is asking, and maybe we can. Okay, someone's asking, are all your basic living costs covered, or do you need to bring initial funds with you, especially if we're thinking about foreign entrepreneurs?
Sorry, can you repeat? I got lost.
Are all your basic living costs covered, or do you need to bring initial funds with you?
No, you need to bring initial funds to be able to support yourself in the country, at least for 3 months since you came to Chile. Because, like I told you, the payment is like an advance payment. We work with a whole payment in advance. It's not a down payment, but it's going to take a little long. So if you have to be here in Chile on September, probably the payment, like I said, it's just an approximation. Probably the payment is going to be in December, for example. And another thing that is important, we cannot like finance the basic living cost. You can pay yourself a salary with the grant, you can, sure, but you cannot, like, for example, if food cost or transportation costs, we cannot finance that kind of expenses.
Perfect. Thank you, Vale. Someone was asking about what comes next after the application, specifically about the interview stage. I don't know if you can, Nato, maybe tell us a little bit about that, how it works. What do we are going to be talking about?
Sorry, I get lost the sound. Sorry. Can you repeat it?
About the interviews that come after if you we apply to Startup Chile, right? And then I advance to the next stage, which is the interview stage.
Yeah.
How do I prepare for that? What are we going to be talking about?
Okay, so we can tell you like what's coming, because of course it's part of the thing to try to uh, just, I mean, we don't ask anything that you don't have or that you already know. So that's the most important thing. So if you have numbers, if you have traction, if you have validation, if you have the product, try to have those things like really clear, to understand that what you have done during this process, like during your startup. Um, Part of the interview is to know more about the team. So be prepared on understanding that, to have your background, to explain why you are a great team to work in this project, and also is to clarify some of the things that you already put into your application form. So try to have a dashboard or the numbers right there, so we can ask you about those numbers.
Yes, and it's just a conversation to get you to know your startup and you as team leader better. And so someone that was asking, the interviews are can be in English or in Spanish, but remember that our program is in English, so there's always going to be a question, at least one that's going to be in English. So just be prepared for that. And that's, now we're wrapping up. We're reaching the last questions, but someone was asking what is considered to be a validated idea when we're talking about build. I don't know if maybe we can give an example or what can
Yeah. So
guide us in that.
okay, so for us, a validated idea is something that you can uh, explain uh, with the market. For example, something. For example, you have a lot of hypotheses. So the the idea of a validation in interaction is to see if the problem is real. So you can have interviews with people. You can have, I don't know, little experiments, like for example a landing page that have some traction, that people are willing to give you their mails or information because they are really interested in what you are proposing. So those kind of things validate the idea, at least at the beginning, just talking about the problem. And we also talk about validation when you have more information about the market. That means that, for example, you have your ICP, your ideal client profile. So you understand what those people are losing with this. And all these kind of things that you are measuring should have interviews involved, person willing to pay, person willing to give you some information because they think that your solution can solve their problem. So if you can translate that in your application form, it's a way to understand that you are validating your idea.
Awesome. Thank you. Um, I'm just seeing a lot of questions that we've also already answered. So just make sure once again to read everything that we have, the terms and conditions. This webinar will be live on our YouTube channel as well. So if you have still some questions, you can watch it again and just make sure that you get all the information that you need. There's a lot of people that were asking about how many people, how many startups get selected, and that varies. But yeah, someone was asking if everybody that applies gets the funds, and of course not. We have to evaluate, and we have to choose just a small amount of startups that are going to be part of our Big 12 generation. Um, there's also going to be another webinar in like 2 weeks, May 19th and May 20th, where we will talk about all your questions specific about the form and the application process. So I would recommend you to already start doing it, start filling it out, and then just get all your questions about that to the next webinar if you want to join us there. I don't know if we have like a parting recommendation or tip that you want to give to our entrepreneurs, specifically our foreign entrepreneurs that are watching us here today. Vale?
Well, just be careful at the moment of fulfilling the form. Please make sure to show to us your potential, your idea, and that you are committed with the project. That's really important to us too. But yeah, just be careful at the moment of fulfilling the form. Make sure that you are actually like answering to the question. That's very important. Sometimes we read like a lot, but the question is not really answered. So yeah, just make sure of fulfill the form properly.
Take your time. I think that's the most important. Yeah, as I said, you you know your startup better than no one. So the only thing that you must do here is to take your time to fill the form the best way you can, um, and 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 try to understand that we are not in the same pace as you. So sometimes someone explains the things like hoping that the other guy already knows something, and it's not that way. So every single project for us is new, so try to explain really clear, and try to share what is different between your startup and other ones. So if you think that you have more value in I don't know, the process or the product itself, try to show that. So just take your time to explain the best you can, and don't leave the application until the last day. Or last hour. So because there are a lot of applications in the last day, sometimes the platform can happen everything and something, and we don't know how to fix it because you have a lot of time to upload it. So take your time, don't leave it at the last moment, and try to explain what you already know about your projects.
Yes. So take your time, but not too much time. Okay. So don't
Yeah.
don't leave it till the end. Yeah, and my advice as well is to be clear on what you are doing with your startup. Um, uh, put some effort in the on the video, just to explain so we can understand. That's your like that's the first impression that we get of your startup. So make sure you prioritize that as well, and just be attentive to all of our social media. We're there. We're always uploading like the key information and key dates that you will need. This next webinar that I was telling you about, will be publishing all the information, the dates, the hour, the link to register. So just, yeah, be on the loop, and just log in to make the best application that you can. We're so grateful that you're interested in our program. We're so grateful that you joined us today, and we just wish you the best of luck. On the chat, I left the email where you can ask some of the questions that maybe you didn't get the answer today. It's hello@startupchile.org. And we just can't wait to see all your applications. Have a great day and good luck, and we hope to see you very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye
Thank you.
guys, thank you so much.
Bye, guys.